What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Wealth Not Weight. I am your host, as always, Joseph Coizza, and in this episode, we are talking about weight gain. Yes, that is the opposite of weight loss, and something that we don't particularly talk about too much on this show. But before we get into it, I want to make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe if I bring value to your day, your week, your month, your year, your life. Please let me know, and I'm going to keep bringing you that sweet, valuable content. So while it's something that I personally haven't had to deal with a whole lot, I know it's something a lot of people ask, and a lot of content is not made towards that. It's more geared toward weight loss. So if you're someone who's thinner, not saying maybe anorexic or something like that, because there is a point where you need to seek genuine mental help. And I'm not a doctor, I'm not a medical professional or anything like that. But I understand nutrition, and I understand how your diet and the way you move and your exercise and all that affects your body. So if you're someone who's just thinner and wants to gain weight, there is a safe and healthy way to do it. It's not just pack on the pounds with loads of potato chips. That's not how you do it. The first step is the same thing I would recommend for people who are trying to lose weight, is counting your calories. You have to sit there and start watching and just sort of see, okay, if I eat this, and this, here's how many calories I consume for the day. And start to see, and then look at your nutrients and go, oh, well, that's why, I'm not consuming as many calories as my body feels I need. You can put it into a reputable app like MyFitnessPal and have a weight gain kind of goal, and it's going to work out a reasonable amount of calories. And you go, oh, hey, I'm not eating as many calories as there should be. I'm over here at 1,800. I need to be at 2,600. I'm over at 2,000. I need to be at 2,500 or something like that. Those 500 calories, even 300 calories makes a big difference when it's over the period of a whole week, and then let alone, a whole week, you go into a whole month, and then a whole month into a whole year, and you're going to gain a good amount of weight. But it's important to watch what you eat and kind of see, okay, here's what I'm eating, here's what this is giving me, here's what I need. When you can work that out and you could put all those parts together, you sort of build a picture of what you're doing wrong, and what you need to be doing now to get to that goal that you want to do. And that's the important thing, is you say, okay, here's the issues I'm having. How am I going to fix them? Where's it going to put me? Is that where I want to be? And you can work it out from there. Also with that is keeping track of your exercise. If you're somebody who exercises, especially if you do cardio, that's going to burn a lot of calories in relation to something like weightlifting or just kind of, general movement and walking around. Even if you don't do exercise, just general activity is a good way to, burn off calories. So if you're somebody already with a great metabolism, eating decent amount of food, not a whole lot, and eating healthier foods, and also do exercise or just, again, really active, that understandably is a way that you're going to burn a lot of calories and then be a thinner person. If you want to gain weight than that, I'm not recommending a sediment lifestyle, but I'm saying and I always say everybody should be active and exercise and do something, but to maybe work ways that you are moving and active and doing all that, burning at a high rate less. If your job requires you to run around all the time, give yourself a little bit of a break, push back a little bit. That'll give your body a better chance to absorb those calories and burn it off. Plus also you're then not working as hard, especially if your activity level is super high through the roof, which is great, but it's getting to the point where that's harming your health and your weight's going down. Well, then you need to make up for that, and you need to compensate either by diet, eating more and consuming it, or by cutting out that activity. Those are the ways that you cut it. It's like when you don't make enough money and, oh, my bills are too high. You either lower your bills or you increase your income. So you're saying then, okay, if I can't eat a crazy amount of potato chips and cake and whatnot, I'm not saying that you really shouldn't eat those foods, but eat a crazy amount of them and just expect to gain weight from that. What am I supposed to eat to healthily gain weight? Well, I would focus primarily on things like protein, especially if you're wanting to gain weight towards muscle, if you're trying to work out a little more and you're trying to build a muscular body, I would focus more primarily on protein. Eating a significant amount of protein, and it's not bad for you. You can get, in theory, an over protein, but really nobody's going to get to that point. If you ate 200 grams of protein and you ate 100 pounds, it's not going to be the end of the world for you. Whereas fats and carbs and all that, there is a thing even for good carbs, like complex carbs and healthy fats and not natural sugars. You can eat too much of that. Protein, you're not really getting the same thing as that. So you could just eat as much as you want as far as protein. And some people don't really have the diet to it, like, hey, I do eat a lot, I just can't eat anymore. Well, then you have to switch more towards foods that you can eat a lot of and not feel full. Kind of like a salad. So it's like, when you eat a salad, it doesn't really fill you up too much, but it also doesn't take a lot of calories. Or if you eat something like sugary foods, like you eat a cookie, it's packed full of calories, but it doesn't really fill you up too much. You're like, all right, I eat a cookie, well, I could go for another cookie, or potato chips, full of calories, popcorn, whole bunch of stuff. You have to do the opposite of that. Something that gives you a lot of calories that doesn't make you feel full, so that you can eat more of it and it packs on those pounds. You have to do something kind of like with cookies, where it's like it gives you a lot of calories, but it doesn't make you feel full. Now, I'm not saying you should eat a lot of cookies, but it's something as far as a healthier version of that. Maybe like peanuts, you have fruit, stuff that kind of put in a lot of calories. The fruit's not really bad for you as far as calories, but it does have a lot of natural sugars, so that's going to play towards, obviously, weight gain. Carbs, things like complex carbs, people have tons of bread, and that's going to add on to calories really, really quick, and add on to your complex carbs, 3-4 slices of whole wheat bread, the whole grain whole wheat bread, that's going to add on a lot of carbs for you. Healthy fats, things like peanut butter, you could have 2 tablespoons of peanut butter, and that's going to be a lot of healthy fat for you. That's a chock full, especially if you use just a non-sugary one. Like I would recommend an organic one, like the one I showed in my videos. It's not really sugary, and it's something you could pack on a lot of healthy fats really quickly without filling you up. So then you're not like, oh, well, I'm full all the time and I can't eat any more food. You have to work it out as far as that. And like I said before, carbs, healthy carbs like complex carbs, and healthy fats, that's a major factor. If you're thinner and you're like, well, I'm really thin and it's getting to a point where it's going to be unhealthy, you're probably missing out on, one, a lot of muscular structure, but then 2, a lot of unhealthy fat. You have to build up that fat. Your body percentage of fat is probably very low. So eating things like complex carbs and healthy fats will definitely help you out with that. And just finding that right balance of, okay, here's what I need to be eating, here's how much I'm eating, and here's how much I'm moving. Okay, I'm not very active, but I have a really good metabolism. So now I'm changing my diet, I'm eating more, and I'm eating foods that give me a lot of calories, healthy nutrition and calories, but doesn't fill me up really quick, so therefore I could eat more of it, and then I'm going to gain weight. And if you start to notice more of an unhealthy weight, then you can incorporate some more exercise to kind of shift that over. And then yes, you can eat some sugary foods and fattening junk foods and all that. I'm not saying, even in the book I talk about it, every once in a while isn't a bad thing, especially if you're trying to gain weight. I'm not recommending, again, you go out and eat a piece of cake all the time, but if you're like, hey, I was really good today, I ate the foods I needed and my nutrients, I'm about there, and it's all healthy food, let me have a donut. Somebody who's trying to gain weight it's better for you more so than somebody who's trying to lose weight. That's going to add on calories, and yeah, unhealthy calories, but it's something like a little treat because you're doing so well, and it's not going to directly hurt you or directly affect you, and it's going to build up a little bit of fat depending on how much you have. Again, sodas, stuff like that, I wouldn't really even do that because it's like 30, 40 grams of added sugar, and there's little nutritional value. That's going to build up a lot of unhealthy fat real quick. Something like a donut or like a peanut butter something that's not healthy for you, but it also has natural additives, something like with, fruit in it, something kind of like along those lines, where it's like, oh, this is healthy, it's got fruit, people who say stuff like that, something who it's not going to completely destroy you, and it's just that little bonus for doing so well, and then it's going to help you also progress towards that goal of gaining healthy weight. So if you guys like this video, if this provided value, again, to your day, your week, your month, your year, let me know in the comments below, and what is your way of gaining weight? And let me know, do you struggle with gaining weight? Is this, do you wish to gain weight or do you wish to lose weight? That's an interesting thing. A lot of people always say, oh, I want to lose weight, but there's an equally amount of people out there who are saying, no, I'm not happy with where I am, and or it's borderline unhealthy. I wish to gain weight, and that's not really talked about too much. So if you guys like this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace.